Good morning. I'd like to call to order the Rules and Operations Committee meeting for July 15th, 2025. The time is 11 a.m. I'd like to ask the clerk to please call the roll.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Councilmember Denson.
Excused.
Councilmember Ayala.
Here.
Councilmember Herrera.
Here.
Councilmember Hitchin.
Here.
You have 3 members present.
We have 3 members present. We're also joined by Councilmember Krueger. Thank you for being here. We have our regular order of business this morning and one proposal. Is there any changes or corrections to our agenda as presented? Seeing none, we will consider the agenda approved. That brings us to item number 4, which is our proclamation review. Mr. Dominique.
Good morning, Madam Chair, members of the committee, Brian Dominique, council staff. In your packet today, there is a proclamation for scheduling. It is the Americans with Disabilities Act Day. This proclamation recognizes the 35th anniversary of the signing of the Americans with Disabilities Act. This was before the council at its Tuesday study session last week. There's been no significant changes to the proclamation since then, with one exception. In the second whereas, there were 2 changes to make it, instead of past tense, bring it into present tense, that we're still actively doing this work. So besides that, the proclamation is before the committee.
Okay. Are there any questions on the proposed language? Thank you for updating it. Had a chance to review it. I'm not seeing any questions or concerns, so we will have that on our agenda for next week. If I'm thinking about the calendar correctly, that brings us to item number 5, approval of the meeting schedule. We're going to go to Ms. Long.
Thank you and good morning. This is your meeting schedule for July 21st through the 25th. So there are a lot of cancellations next week. All meetings on Monday have been canceled, and the Tuesday morning EIDC meeting has been canceled. So your first meeting next week will be Tuesday beginning at 11 a.m. and that's a special Rules and Operations Committee meeting, special because of the day and time change. You'll be approving the meeting schedule for the week of July 28th through August 1st and the council agenda for July 29th. And we'd also like to ask that other business be added as an item 7, and then adjournment would be 8 on that. So that would be the only change there. And then at noon on Tuesday is Tuesday study session. This agenda is a combination of your usual Monday study session and Tuesday study sessions. Under other business, you do have one item that's other than your usual agenda items, and that's the report on the state of district court. And I don't know that we have a presenter ready for that, but if we do, we'll add that. And then at 3 p.m. is your regular council meeting, and that is the meeting schedule for July 21st through the 25th.
Okay. Are there any questions for Ms. Long on the meeting schedule?
What was the addition?
The addition was to the Rules and Operations Committee adding an other business to that agenda. So the motion before us would be to approve the meeting schedule with an addition on Rules and Operations of other business. So I will go to Vice Chair Herrera for a motion.
Chair, move approval of the meeting schedule for the week of July 21st through the 25th, the addition of other business for the rules.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the meeting schedule for the week of July 21 to July 25 with the addition of other business to the Rules and Operations Committee. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much. That brings us to the council agenda for July 22nd. Ms. Long.
All right, thank you. So this is your regular council meeting agenda for July 22nd. And we'll start with your consent agenda, and you have a few items for introduction and scheduling. 2 ordinances. First step is O-2025-522, and this is amending a couple of chapters of the code related to definitions and exemptions and adopting a new chapter 18D60 entitled Cultural Resource Protection. This is for referral to CDEC, and you'll be setting the final on this one for September 2nd. The other ordinance for introduction and scheduling is O 2025-524. This is amending Chapter 288 of the code entitled Structures of Historical and Architectural Significance. You'll be referring this to CDEC as well and setting the final for this one on August 26th. Under resolutions for scheduling, you have R 2025-176, and this is acknowledging receipt of the Conservation Futures Open Space Citizens Advisory Board's recommendation for funding for the purchase of Conservation Futures properties and authorizing the executive to negotiate the purchase of those properties. This is for referral to CDEC, and you'll be setting the final on this one for August 26th as well. For final action on your consent, you have two resolutions. The first is R 2025-175. This is confirming the appointment of one new member to the Pierce County Birth to 25 Advisory Board. And the other is R 2025-177. This is confirming the reappointment of 4 existing members to the Pierce County Arts Commission. Moving down to proclamations under Section 7. You have one item here, and that is proclaiming July 26, 2025 as Americans with Disabilities Act Day in Pierce County. And that was requested by council members Ayala, Denson, and Yambe. Under Section 8 resolutions, you have one item, and that's R 2025-170. This is authorizing the Planning Public Works Department to accept funding from the Recreation and Conservation Office for the Pierce County Lead Entity Program. This will be heard this morning in rules, and we will add the recommendation to your agenda. And that is the agenda for your regular meeting on July 22nd.
Thank you, Ms. Long. Are there any questions on the meeting agenda? Seeing none, I will go to Vice Chair Herrera for a motion.
Chair, I move to approve the council agenda for July 22nd, 2025.
It's been moved and seconded that we approve the July 22nd council agenda. Any further discussion? All those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you very much, Ms. Long. That brings us to item number 7, proposal R 2025-170. I'm going to ask the clerk to please read it into the record.
Yes, thank you, Madam Chair. Proposal number R 2025-170, a resolution of the Pierce County Council authorizing the Pierce County Planning and Public Works Department to accept funding from the Recreation and Conservation Office for the Pierce County Lead Entity 2025 through 2027 program.
Thank you. And we have Mr. Swanson to brief the committee.
Thank you, Chair Hitchin. The proposed resolution would acknowledge Pierce County's intention to apply for the state's Recreation and Conservation Office, or RCO as we refer to it, their lead entity program for the 2025-2027 cycle. And then it would also authorize designated county officials to submit those applications on behalf of the county. The Washington State Salmon Recovery Act of 1998 created 25 watershed-based groups called water recovery lead entities. These entities are responsible for developing local watershed strategies, recommending habitat projects, and coordinating project implementation. Pierce County has been designated lead entity of the Watershed Resource Inventory Area, or WIRAs, as we call them. Pierce County has, again, been the lead entity for WIRA 10 and WIRA 12 in past cycles, which do fall within the Puget Sound salmon recovery region. As part of the grant process, RCO requires local legislative bodies to adopt resolutions supporting the application every 2 years for every individual 2-year cycle. The county's current authorization for the lead entity program under the approval of Resolution R 2023-126, that expired on June 30th of this year. This proposal's approval and then the application would renew the authorization and allow the county to continue applying for funds during the next 2-year cycle, which would begin July 1st and then would go all the way through June 30th of 2027. With the application going in, we would still be eligible to bill for work that has occurred since July 1st, so we wouldn't lose these 3 weeks by the time, 4 weeks by the time this is signed by the executive. That wouldn't be lost. Those hours can be billed under the program. Both a fiscal and equity note were completed and they are included in your packet. While the fiscal note does state no or de minimis fiscal impact, the state grant funding related to the RCO lead entity program is anticipated to be around $300,000. It isn't an exact dollar amount we have until the application is approved, but it's in that range. With that, we have myself as council staff available. I didn't see before I came down whether planning or public works staff. I don't know. It doesn't appear planning and public works staff are on the call. It'd be Lisa Spurrier or Angela Angove.
Lisa's
Okay.
on.
We do, planning and public works staff has entered the call, so we do have their staff and council staff available to answer any members' questions.
Okay, we'll move Lisa over. Good morning, Lisa. I know you heard the initial portion. Do you have anything on behalf of the department?
No, apologies. It's just taking a minute to transition here to the panelist role. Yes, thank you very much, Chair Hitchens, and thank you for reading the staff report. And I just want to say that we really appreciate your support over the years in the salmon recovery role that the county has here. We have been in this role since 1998, serving as the fiscal agent for the salmon recovery lead entity, and the continuation of the work is appreciated.
Well, thank you for being here. I will look to my colleagues to see if there are any questions on this particular item. Vice Chair Herrera.
Thank you, Chair. Just had a couple questions. I haven't really heard too much about this lead entity program learning. When it comes to the cycles, it's always just 2 years, and this is another 2 years we're moving forward?
That is correct. They're running 2-year cycles aligned with the state fiscal cycles.
And just so I can understand, we kind of come up with our own priorities and programs, and then we do an application to the state entity to see if we can get compensated for these projects, or we anticipate.
That's a fair way to put it. Within the outlines, within the guidelines given under the Salmon Recovery Act, each WIRA comes up with individual strategies and again, within the allowances of that program, the lead entity is approved, and then there's a local plan a local plan is implemented by the lead entity for each of those WIRAs.
So we have like lots of plans, lots of projects, but do we start them before we get the funding from the state, or get, because I think it's a match, right? If I'm correct.
It is, and I'll ask Ms. Spurrier to comment on that, because it's even though they're individual 2-year cycles, it is an ongoing program with the plan. It's not a new plan for every 2 years. So I'd ask Ms. Spurrier to, as that work gets implemented, how that actually works within those, it sounds crossing over cycles.
Yes, thank you. I appreciate the question. So this grant is a capacity grant, and it supports staff to coordinate the salmon recovery lead entity, and also provide some technical assistance to grant applicants. And so what we're doing here, we're implementing our salmon recovery strategy by recommending projects for funding to the state. So the state has the funding, and we're just making the recommendations. So we have a grant round annually for the Salmon Recovery Funding Board dollars, and then every other year we also have additional funding for the Puget Sound Acquisition and Restoration Funding Program. We also make funding recommendations for the King County Flood Control District for their Cooperative Watershed Management Program, and a small portion of the Puyallup Watershed, or RIA 10, is located in King County, so we get to allocate some of those dollars as well. So we work with a citizen and a technical advisory group who rank and score the project applications. And then we provide those funding recommendations to the state, who also has a technical review panel that reviews the projects and will then allow or determine whether or not those projects will ultimately receive funding. And then, of course, that final list is also then approved by the State Salmon Recovery Funding Board, which is under the Recreation and Conservation Office.
Okay. Thank you for the answer. It's great.
Yes,
Thank
my pleasure.
you.
Thank you.
Any other questions? You don't have a mic though, right? Okay. We're going to go to Councilmember Krueger.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Thank you for this information. I have to say I haven't really paid that much attention to exactly this lead entity program. I see that it was in state, and I'm wondering, so my understanding, so 300,000 is 150 a year, and so that is paying for someone in a staff person capacity to navigate the WIRA group to projects and getting advice from a tag, that kind of thing. So it's kind of like a conservation futures program, only it's attending to a WIRA, and then it goes through all the steps. Can you share some of the projects or what has been done for 10 and 12?
Well, sure. I mean, I'd say what's coming to mind right now, because it's such a high profile and a large project, many of you are aware that the City of Sumner is breaking ground on their White River Restoration Project. And the Salmon Recovery Lead Entity recommended that project for funding to the PSAR, the Puget Sound Acquisition and Restoration Program, the large cap program. And that project has received over $17 million in funding from the state. And of course, we have many examples of how this project has benefited Pierce County. Projects to a lot of our levee setback projects over the years have received funding through this program. I'd say another one that you're all probably very familiar with is the work that's been done at South Prairie Creek. And over the last 20 years, a lot of project funding has gone to those projects as well, both for acquisition, planning and design, and restoration of those projects.
So you're basically also working in conjunction with flood control with that entity?
Well, yes, absolutely. We all work together, and a lot of the projects, fortunately, that benefit salmon also benefit flood protection. A lot of these projects are multiple benefit. I'd say water quality, flood protection, and then a lot of property that we put into protective status also benefits salmon recovery.
And is there any report on the salmon recovery over the last decade or two?
Can you tell me a little bit more about what kind of, are you asking about the status of salmon
I guess
themselves,
maybe,
or?
What was the expectation? I don't know how you can measure that actually, so you may not be able to answer, but I'm thinking over the last several decades in the recovery effort, I'm looking for how the success is defined. What are we getting beyond natural runs? I know I hear a lot of times the fishermen are like, wow, the run is like amazing, or we don't have one. How do we know all of these efforts are paying off?
Yes, that's an excellent question. As you are probably aware, salmon are not doing very well. We work to recover with the tribes. We work on the habitat side of things. I just want to clarify that. The tribes in the state co-manage the fishery. They work on the hatchery and the harvest side of things, and we're strictly working on the habitat. And so I want to answer your question. Salmon are in decline. We work with ESA-listed Chinook and then steelhead and bull trout. And we set goals in our salmon recovery strategy to we have specific habitat goals, like how many acres of floodplain that we want to see restored, how many, and what are the important fish barrier projects to take care of. So we set goals in both of our watersheds, and then set off to put forth the projects that are going to help us meet those goals.
And can you share any information on why we're 11? Are there plans? What is happening in 11?
Well, so I just want to clarify that I coordinate strictly the lead entity for RIA's 10 and 12, and then the Nisqually tribe is the lead entity coordinator for RIA 11, and they also have their own salmon recovery plan. They have their own lead entity coordinator, and I'd say the Chinook, the salmon that we're recovering together are all not doing very well. They're doing really great in their habitat goals because they have a fairly pristine watershed to start with. But the salmon species, I guess, are the same to some degree.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors in there. I just was trying to discern.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And
because I thought they were a lead, but then I didn't see a differentiation here, and then I thought, okay, so I just wanted to.
Yes, they are a lead entity coordinator, and I can't exactly answer your question. I apologize about how much better the RIA 11 fish are doing.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you for the questions. Any other questions from committee members? Well, thank you both for the information. We do have this before us for action this afternoon, or this morning. So I am going to open this up for a public hearing. If anyone would like to address the committee on Resolution 2025-170. We do not have any members of the public in chambers, so we will go online. Mr. Weinsberry.
Yes, Madam Chair. For the members of the public who should provide comments on proposal number R 2025-170, press the raise hand icon on Zoom or star 9 on your telephone keypad. And there are no hands, Madam Chair.
With no hands raised, I'm going to close public comment, bring it back before the committee, and look for a recommendation. Vice Chair Herrera.
Chair, I move proposal number R 2025-170 to be forwarded to the full council. Will the do pass?
It's been moved and seconded that we forward R 2025-170 to the full council with a due pass recommendation. Any further conversation? Seeing none, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, everyone. Is there any other business before the committee this morning? Seeing no other business before us in the special meeting, we are adjourned. Have a wonderful rest of your day.